Anyways, I'm gonna give it over to Jan. Who was here yesterday? Show of hands.
Yes.
Who was not here yesterday? Okay, well, Jan is gonna explain what you missed out on yesterday. So over to Jan.
Hi guys, my name is John. Like in Johnny Walker, you can just call me John. That's the easiest way. I have a mind. You write the C-A-N, like yes we can, but it's pronounced as John. So don't get confused, please. So my name is John. Yesterday we had the opening of the Polderr AI Hackathon. Polderr is a new organization with me, Isaac, Min, and Taima. We decided to organize hackathons and do other cool things, which we'll also explain to you in a bit. But today we're here for the hackathon. We're working together with the municipality of Rijswijk, and also we have Azerion as a partner. I think Hazal, she's not here yet, right? Soon there will be someone from Azerion, and we also have Lovable as a partner. So thanks to the partners and also, of course, the municipality who has given us this amazing case. Today we'll be, actually in the next 24 hours, we'll be doing the most amazing hackathon in this entire freaking region. And we have you, the amazing people, of course, to be part of this amazing hackathon. And at the end of it, actually, there is something to win. So a lot of hackathons are like this, that you participate, and then after that, right? Yeah, right, what happens? So who of you has participated in hackathon before? That's quite a lot, right? And what did you win after?
Lego, cookies.
Cookies. It's also nice, right? Also needs to happen, right? But we also have cookies, by the way. Cookies, free drinks. Will be in the back, so you'll see that later on. But with us, what we're trying to do is like not do too big hackathons, do smaller hackathons, right? Higher impact, where if you win, you could actually get a chance to get your first client from the first day that you start, actually. So if you win, you get the chance to work with the freaking municipality, which is client number 1, which in business is a very important thing. I'm also the founder of Certain.com, and I know how hard it is to get your first client, especially as a tech startup, right? It's super difficult, but if you have it, it can lead to a lot of new opportunities and a lot of new chances to grow your venture into something really big. Because in tech, it's often about trust. And now we have the most amazing opportunity to actually work with the municipality. If you can work with the municipality, you could also work with other organizations. That's basically also the idea. And why Polderr? What's the name Polderr about? Well, Polderr is in Dutch. Who of you is Dutch? Raise your hand. Did you raise a hand? No, you're not Dutch, right? We have 2 Dutch people. Oh, that's actually only 2 Dutch people, really? That's it? That's interesting. We're in the Netherlands. We're organizing a hackathon. We only have 2 Dutch people. Okay, well, very diverse, of course. Still, we have a lot of different backgrounds. That's really good. I really appreciate that because with diversity comes new ideas, and with new ideas, right? You can achieve great things. Especially like if you have different backgrounds, it's not a bad thing. But to be too diverse sometimes can also lead to stagnation, right? The Netherlands is a super democratic country, and in some countries where you have more like a hierarchical structure, to get policy done is sometimes easier. In the Netherlands, however, we have a concept called Polderr, and Polderr is basically a way of bringing people together to solve issues and to solve problems. And we have it because the Netherlands is below sea level, right? I don't know if you're aware of it. Who of you didn't know that? Everyone knows because you're all engineers, right? It's maybe not the smartest question of me to ask, but maybe some people don't know, so I'll explain a little bit. The Netherlands is below sea level. And that means that people actually have to think together to prevent us, like this country, from flooding. And if we don't cooperate, actually the Netherlands would be all like underwater. So back in the time after the floods in 1953, people had to come together to come up with solutions. And the polder is basically a piece of land that you take the water away, you create a dry land. Did you know that the Netherlands is responsible for the Dubai palm trees? Like the engineers from TU Delft are actually the ones who created Dubai palm trees. It's super fascinating. And we are now in Plausible Polderr, which is a coincidence. Well, it's not completely coincidence. And based on that name and the concept of coming together, bringing people together, we thought this would be a really cool name. And our genius Tijmen, where is he? He's not here. Oh yeah, the technical director. He designed an amazing logo. You know, the green stands for land, blue stands for the water, obviously, which is everywhere in Netherlands. And today, well, you're also one of the groups that comes together with us, the municipality, the other partners, to create something amazing, okay? And our idea is to do this not one time. Our next goal is to do 25 hackathons all over the Netherlands in a similar fashion. And we need people. We need people who can join our mission. Why? Because I think that, you know, even after today, even if you don't win the 24-hour hackathon, it doesn't matter, right? Everyone here today is a winner. Basically, by coming here, taking your time, some people from Amsterdam, some people from Utrecht, some people from, Hazal, who will be entering any moment. She came all the way from Istanbul. It means that something is happening here. Like we are at the start of something new. Like this is like a fresh wind. We are different than other hackathons. We're trying to create something big. We're trying to be meaningful. AI right now, you see a lot of different applications in AI, like useless applications. Like everyone likes to create a picture, one or two, but I'm not going to be using AI only to create pictures, unless like you have a YouTube channel that's totally related to that, sure. But you know, sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. So AI actually has a lot of useful use cases, right? And that's the thing that we want to discover with Polderr.com, with municipalities, with other organizations, maybe companies in the future. But actually, the aim is that it always leads to something useful, okay? Not just have generative AI just to do the useless things. Like AI is actually a beautiful concept. It's been not around just for the last 2 years, which a lot of people think. Actually, AI, since the existence of computers, right? AI was already a concept. But now, because just like how Bitcoin all of a sudden became a hype, AI is a hype right now, or it's seen as a hype, but it's already been around for a long time. And now, instead of people thinking that AI is like something that you can only create pictures with, we need to show to the world all together, everyone here today, that you can do amazing things with AI, that you can do practical things with AI, that you can actually help citizens with AI. That's why we're here today. That's why we're doing Polderr, and that's why we will be doing Polderr all over the country, maybe all over Europe, who knows, but today is the first time, okay? So this is a special moment. You're part of a special day, a special 24 hours with us together. And we need you also, not only during the hackathon, also after the hackathon. You know, we are a new community. Not everything for us is about money. Today is free. We want you to win something. We are sponsoring it. We didn't get money from the municipality. Everything is from our own pockets, really. Yeah, I mean, of course, our partners did a great job with sponsoring us with credits and stuff. But yeah, you know, like if you want to really achieve something, sometimes you need to invest, and that's like, that's just also part of business. Like, okay, we're not an NGO, we're a business, but maybe we'll become an NGO. Okay, actually, why not? But that's still something like we're in a very early stage. We don't know whether this will be an NGO one day or a business, but right now what we see is community. You came here today. We're getting a lot of traction. We're getting approached by a lot of companies, organizations. That's all cool. It's not the most important thing. What's important is you. You guys are important. You are community. You are innovators. You are the people that they need to build the tools of tomorrow, of the future. Okay? All of you are special. Because AI maybe will build itself, but you still need the human element. Agree? Yeah, right? Who disagrees? It's maybe an interesting conversation to have. I believe that humans will always be necessary. Okay? So, today, what are we doing? We're doing the hackathon. What's going to happen after the hackathon? We're going to introduce a teach the teacher concept. What's a teacher-to-teacher concept, you may ask? Well, right now in the Netherlands, a lot of teachers, my mom, for example, she's also walking around here. She's been a teacher for 30 years. And seriously, she told me recently also like, John, like, we are teaching, we see kids of 7, 8 years old knowing about tools, how to generate images that we don't even know. We don't know the tools. How is it possible that teachers of, let's say, 40, 50, 60 years old don't know about tools, and kids, they know about the tools? How does that even exist in this world, right? I understand a lot of kids are raised up with the phone, etc. But what I'm trying to say is that our teachers are running behind. For this reason, we thought it's good to offer our teachers a curriculum that that they can basically also learn about the latest things in AI. And we think that we cannot do that alone. We need you for that, because you also know what's out there, right? You are all the time using other applications. Like what I use, like limited to Gemini, ChatGPT. I sometimes use other applications as well just to try out. But if you bundle all our knowledge together we know much more, right? One brain knows a lot, maybe, but how many people are we here? 50? Imagine you bundle all our brains together. Together we could create a unicorn, basically. It's true, right? Maybe today we will lose something. Maybe some of you will lose. Maybe one of you will win. Maybe they will become unicorn. Also great. Great if you manage that, right? But imagine that we could just bundle all our brains together and we create a concept like that. Just based on this group, we could already become unicorn in today's world, okay? It's not about becoming a unicorn, by the way. Don't get me wrong. It's about impact. It's not about the money. It's about what we can achieve to change humanity for the good. I am not money driven. I hope all of you are not. Maybe you are, it can be. Sometimes it's okay. Money is a way to achieve things in life. But trust me, I see people who have 5 Lamborghinis. They don't necessarily become happier if they buy their 6th one. Okay, that's a different topic for a different day. Let's focus on why we're here. Okay, we're here about Polderr. We introduced you the concept. If this is something that interests you, please come to us. We're more than happy to have you all in our community. We will be needing teachers to go to schools. We will be needing people to build this community. Let's do it together. So thank you for being here. So you're here now for the hackathon. We'll discuss now the case, and then we'll kick off. So the Rijswijk municipality, I approached them like a few months ago and asked like, hey guys, actually we're thinking of doing a hackathon. Our office is too big. We're now working hybrid. We have a lot of staff actually, but they're working online, or we send it to projects. Actually, the place hosting it here is Certif.com. That's my company. We've built a skills pass. It's a different story. If you're very interested in that, come to me. I'll explain to you what we've built. That's an ongoing business. So while I'm standing here, my business still continues, right? But this office is big. So I thought, let's do a hackathon and let's do something impactful. So Tim and I, we thought, yeah, let's do a hackathon. Why not? We met Isaac and Min in the last year, and they joined us. And thankfully, we have amazing volunteers. Kamalika, we also have some ladies in the back. They all have their own expertise. Great people, and they decided to also join our mission and be here today. And the municipality gave us a case, and the case is about understanding people's sentiment, the people, inhabitants of Rijswijk. It's about understanding what's going on in the municipality, basically. So some people are complaining about trash, some people are complaining about, let's say, violence in the shopping mall, right? All of these are sentiments that are dynamic, that exist, sometimes visible, sometimes invisible, but for us, the important thing is to understand the visible. And where visible, if you may ask, if you're maybe asking, it's the visible part on the internet. So let's say, if someone writes something on Facebook, like, oh, I really hate the shopping mall because it's always dirty, right? That is something that can concern the municipality, for example. Or if people feel unsafe in a certain street when they walk during the night, maybe the station here, for example, I don't know. Who has ever been to Rijswijk before? Who thinks that this station is a shady place. It is, right? Have you ever posted something about that? No. But there are people who post something about that. For the municipality, it's about understanding the stuff that's on the socials. Okay, so on Facebook, on X, a group yesterday asked me about maybe Telegram. Why not? Maybe Snapchat, right? On TikTok. Just understanding what people post about things that concern the municipality. It can be anything. Okay? What they do, why do they do this, you may ask? Well, if you know what's going on, you can make better policy. In Dutch, we say, meten is weten. Meten is weten. It means if you measure, you know. It's a very Dutch thing. But we Dutch, we like to be very pragmatic about things, very direct. It's part of this Polderr idea. Sometimes we're direct, and if we are too direct together, right, like it can be also stagnating policy making. It's also very a very Dutch thing. So Polderr is not necessarily always positive. It can also be negative. But going back to the topic, so Rijswijk municipality. So they want to understand the sentiment to make better, to draw better conclusions, and also internally to be able to give this information to decision makers, and then for decision makers, it's up to them what they do with this information. It's not necessarily that, you know, if people post about things in a shopping mall, that immediate action will be taken. It's not about that. So it's not about, let's say, oh yeah, today there's trash on the streets, someone from the municipality comes to fix it immediately. There are systems like that. That's called the MORE system, the melding openbare ruimte. But that's something different. Okay? Melding openbare ruimte is more like you send a message, there's direct action. This is not about that. This is about long-term sentiments. But they can also be immediate sentiments. Let's say, who knows the event plaza across the highway? Did you ever hear about what happened there? You looked it up yesterday. So what did you find?
Somebody gets shot in 2008. That's quite a long time ago. But there's a lot of well, it tends to get into the news quite often for no particular good reasons.
Yes. So there is a place right across the highway, which is very controversial. It's like a wedding hall, but it's like often it's rented by minority groups. Let's just be straightforward with this. And often there are fights or things escalate. And because things happen there, and because it's like, you know, caused by minorities, other media also like to jump on it. Like maybe that's a wrong causal relation that I'm laying there, but often like it's picked up on very, very quickly. Okay, that's just a fact. Like a lot happens in this municipality, but sometimes when something happens there, right, everyone jumps on it because everyone likes the, how do you call it, sensation, right? And for the municipality, that's not a nice thing because it's their municipality, it falls under their jurisdiction, right? And they need to know about what other organizations think, what the national media thinks, in order to also make better policies, but they're also sometimes scared that it may escalate into something else within the municipality. So there's also categories in like how important certain sentiments can be, also based on the potential of something going viral. So in your designs, we're gonna be laying out these designs. Time-wise, like how much time we still have? Not much. Okay, we'll try to speed up a little bit. So in your designs, you also need to take into consideration the chances of something being able to go viral. So what do they actually want? Let's come to this topic now. The municipality is asking for a dashboard. Everyone knows what a dashboard is. And in this dashboard, they should be able to very quickly see what's relevant right now. They should also be able to insert keywords, right? They should also be able to have different sets of keywords. So, for example, they're already using a tool it was called Custo, right? Daima?
Yeah.
Custo. Maybe it's nice if we write it down later for all participants to take a look at. That's kind of the competitor that you have today in the next months. If you design something better than Custo, they'll be very happy. So Custo is your competitor. Custo, okay? We'll share it with you, no worries. Because it's kind of, I still find that name super complicated. So maybe you come up with a better name.
Buchstabier.
Oops.
Buchstabier.
Stabia?
Buchstabier.
Buchstabier, yeah. Definitely come up with a good name so that maybe it becomes catchy and like more memorable. Because Custo sounds like a coffee brand, to be honest. Does, right? Maybe, I think there is actually some Custo, yeah, right?
Gusto is the guy who was an adventurer, quite famous man.
A famous man.
Seaman, yeah.
Seaman.
Exploring the ocean.
Okay, so it's a name. Okay, yeah, it's like a pretty common name apparently. So it's about creating a dashboard, right, where they can also save different keyword sets. So you could create a set about trash. Let's say Clicos, trash, a specific street, maybe a street name or address because they already know about problems there, or maybe a specific neighborhood within the municipality. These are all keywords, right? And maybe that it's not just one set, but that you could maybe create different sets for each topic that you're interested in to track. But what's more important is that the information that they kind of scrape off the internet, that this is also put into a report. And that's actually maybe the most important step. So there are two ways you can go with this hackathon. Either you create a tool with a dashboard that scrapes information that generates a report, or you build a Custo integration. So you maybe build an API for Custo so that they continue using Custo. But I do recommend you don't do that. Because obviously, like maybe you want to become a unicorn or something, right?
Have a credits for that?
We don't. Because I don't think, I mean, we didn't approach Custo. I don't think necessarily that they would appreciate it that we did. Because we were much better than them, of course. Yeah, right. So, no, we don't. But yeah, I see a question. We'll go into question rounds. Let's do that. Maybe after this, I want to explain a bit more, but make sure you don't forget up there. I hope your memory is better than mine. So a dashboard, right, that creates exportable PDFs that are a guy in communication. So there is a guy in the municipality, maybe also good for context, who's constantly screening the internet with Custo, right? He's constantly monitoring what's going on, but it's still a human doing this. It's okay, the human element will still be there because sometimes, right, AI hallucinates, like, or things, sometimes technology just fails. It's not about AI. Any technology can fail, the lights can go off, this thing can break, like, okay, so there's still always the human control mechanism. It's not going to be completely automated. There needs to be human input. But if there's some machine learning, right? If there's maybe some kind of system that makes itself better, like over time, why not? And the creation of reports, that's something that AI must do, and preferably with high accuracy. It's not maybe easy thing to do, but yeah, that's why we have you guys, right? That's an important step. And then another step is that the municipality has a certain organogram. So in the municipality, you should see that as like this. I'm going to give you some 101 Dutch governance courses. By the way, if you ever have questions about Dutch governance, Tim is your guy. He studied bestuurskunde, public administration, so he knows about layers within government. So we have the national government, has the national budget, they give money to the municipality, and the municipality arranges local budget. But we also have, for example, for the highways, it's covered by national government. But everything that you see in this area related to street parking, let's say parking facilities, is arranged by the municipality. Also trash policies, okay, or things related to safety, like the police. It's this region is per municipality, and in the metropolitan regions, the police kind of works together within the region. So to come back to what I was actually trying to say is that within the municipality you have different departments, and maybe certain departments are interested about specific topics. And maybe the reports could be tailored to the specific departments. That's actually another thing that they gave to us as a tip, like, guys, when you design, okay, generative reports are nice, but imagine you could tailor it to the needs of the department. It would be even better, because what the communication guy is doing now, basically, all the information is collected in Custo. The information is put there. He basically copy-pastes what he needs for his report. It's manual work now. And then he creates one report for all. So imagine you like Padel, and you watch a lot of news about Padel, what's going on in the market. Like, Padel is super popular nowadays, right? And I really love football, but I keep getting Padel news, right? I mean, I would be kind of not watching or looking at the emails that I receive anymore. Like, I would be like, yeah, like, again, like, I'm not a Padel player, right? So what I'm trying to say, like, you get irrelevant information, and people don't like irrelevant information, especially in the modern age. We get a lot of spam, and this happens also at the municipality. And what happens then, right? Yeah, well, it's a waste of time, waste of resources, waste. I mean, waste is the word there. And maybe, right, if you provide better information, more accurate information, you'd have more tailored policies, which benefits who? Who does benefit? The people, yeah. But also, for example, if you build this tool for Rijswijk, who from you is Delft? Who is from Delft? Yeah, who from you is from Amsterdam? Yeah. You'd probably have better policies in your own cities also. Okay, I'm not sure if Delft is already using a tool like this. Amsterdam is using a tool like this. Probably they are. I think there are like 2 players on the market, Custo and one more. I don't know, Timon, do you remember the name of the other one? No, but there is one more, and all the municipalities work with either of the 2. So we can become number 3. Yeah, right? And maybe, right, how many municipalities are there in the world? Does anyone know? Don't ask ChatGPT. Oh, okay. I don't know either, but probably, yeah, probably a couple of thousand, maybe tens of thousands. Well, so if you have a good software, what I'm trying to say, you can scale up. You have a practical solution. Maybe there's even some other things that you can use it for. I can't say, but like, of course, it's also like it's kind of like a surveillance software, but also not. Okay, so that's one more last note that I will make, and then we'll go into questions. We need to be considering also privacy. It's a very important topic. GDPR. So you need to really look per platform whether you're allowed to scrape data. And maybe for test purposes for this hackathon, let's try to of course take into account. But when you go into publishing your application, we cannot do illegal things. You know, I cannot publicly announce also that you should be doing that. But for test reasons, like whatever you do, that's totally on you. We're not liable for that. But of course, right, you do what you think is necessary. But please take into account GDPR. That's a must. I must say, okay, I must mention that. And you need to look per platform what you're allowed to do. For example, on Facebook, what I know, what also we heard from the municipality, you're not allowed to go into Facebook groups. For example, there are groups also in the Rijswijk municipality of people, often like the 50+ groups, like who's on Facebook nowadays. I am. But you're not allowed to scrape information from those groups. Okay, so be careful with that. That said, I think it's good to now enter into Q&A before it gets too late. We had a little delay, sorry for that, but some people are still arriving, so you know it's better to have everyone here to give us information all at once than to do it in chunks. bits and pieces. Let's do questions. You are first, so you get the stage first.
Yeah, so I was just gonna ask for the, we talked about the reporting, analysis, all the AI stuff. Is there a chance we can get any credits from like any of the open AI or any API keys?
That's a very good question. I really wanted to get credits. Unfortunately, OpenAI now, their partnership program is very delayed. So we already requested a partnership 4 weeks ago, and still we haven't had a response, unfortunately. So we are not able to offer that. But I think Azerion, and I don't know if Hazal is here, but through Azerion's API, I think you can access also the OpenAI resources. But she was actually supposed to be here at 12, so maybe she can tell a little bit more about that. We have a big budget with them, and I think they can actually give access to more than one platform. They don't only have a connection with OpenAI, but also with other platforms as well.
Cloud as well.
Cloud, yeah, exactly. So, but she will explain more about this. But unfortunately, about OpenAI direct partnership, we don't have that.
Okay, that's cool.
I wish that, but maybe, right? Look, again, we're a community. So we take a very big group picture and we tag OpenAI in it and be like, guys, give us free credits. OpenAI, if you're watching, give us credits, man. We're doing amazing things. We're not Silicon Valley, but we're like Silicon Rijswijk. Come on.
Yeah, and just one more small question is
Yeah.
like, for the scraping, do you think for demo purposes, we can just have some information that we already scraped without it being kind of in real time and just demonstrate the purpose of the project and the dashboard and everything? Or would you think that we would actually need it to be real time?
Real time. Yeah, let's do the real fun stuff, I think. Well, I mean, dummy data. You could maybe build your own data set to show things.
Yeah.
One more note, by the way, we also that's one thing I forgot to mention. You need to be able to export as PDF a report, but also it would be great if we could export data as an Excel file or CSV, because we're now maybe going to be working together with VU Amsterdam. And we are going to be having amazing data scientists and econometricians, also econometrists, right? Econometrists to help with data analysis. They need data sets, and data sets we can only get if we generate. And Kusto, it's not easy to extract data. Okay, but yeah, that didn't really. That's not about your question, but I wanted to just add that. Sorry.
No,
But
you're good.
did we answer your question?
Yeah, yeah.
More or
I
less?
think for demo purposes, if we can get something going and the UI and everything, potentially down the line add that feature, obviously, after the project is approved. And yeah, I think it's-
Yeah, of course. This is a trajectory. Today is about building an MVP. It's not about like you building the full project. Like, guys, you don't have to make like a perfect product today. It's about showcasing, right? It's about showing what you're able to do. And if the municipality is convinced of your way, that's a reason maybe why we will be selected. Okay, we have more questions. Please ask them now. We have a question there. Oh yes, actually, Mrs. Hazal is here, so she can also maybe help with answering some questions. Sorry, you came in directly, but yeah.
I was just like lonely waiting for you
Oh.
because I didn't want to distract you.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't know she was standing here all the time.
No, not all the time.
We didn't
okay?
say anything bad, right, guys?
Yeah, about the like Azerion APIs and the, like all this kind of connections, you can come to me directly. And
Yeah.
after this speech, I will provide you a link via John, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think it will be on your emails that you can directly log in and implement an API to your processes too.
That's fair, right? So, Mrs. Hazal is from Azerion. She flew in from Istanbul.
Yeah.
And welcome again. Yesterday, she was also here at the opening. So all your questions related to Azerion Intelligence Platform, the API, please ask your question. They're also here for feedback in improving their platform. So any honest feedback that you have, please share, because it's also useful for them. Azerion, guys, for your context, is one of the largest media companies in Europe. maybe some of you know Habbo Hotel, for example. They acquired Habbo back in the time. Habbo is a big thing here in the
Really, we are
Netherlands.
building an AI for this, by the way. We
Did-
have a project right now.
That's really cool. Like
Yeah.
it's like hey Sabri, also welcome.
If you have like experience to play this, you're very welcome to our meetings, by the way. We have some
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
we need this.
nice. I got myself a new meeting. Great. So yeah, Azerion is very involved in media. So if you're using some apps, if you're maybe you watch like Racing 365, they have a lot of partnerships with some very well-known platforms, and they do optimization of advertising. They monetize on that also, and they have a lot of data points every day, more than 400 million or something.
Yeah, it's like billions per month.
Billions per month,
Yeah.
yeah. So they're a very big company. They're here, thankfully. They're also our partners next to the Lovable. Thank you, Lovable, also. So all your questions related to that, you can ask her. More questions? Yes.
Yeah, to summarize, you talked about a lot of nice to have things and must have things. Is there a list of judging criteria based on which the judges will assess, for example, 5 points for a static data set, 10 points for the data pipeline that's deployed and running?
We have in our project plan, we have something. We'll share it with you during the hackathon. Good question. Thank you.
Yes,
So could we please
I'll-
take note of
I'll
this
answer
question? His question was, will there
Yeah,
be a set of
I'll actually
criteria?
answer it, Jan. So we created a OneDrive. Timer, I believe, sent it 30 minutes ago or so. In that OneDrive is the password to the Wi-Fi, as well as the schedule and the plan for this entire hackathon. So there is also the members of the jury and the assessment criteria, and also Timer just uploaded what are the requirements for the actual application itself.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Any more questions? Please ask. The worst question is the one that you wanted to ask but didn't ask because maybe you didn't like to speak in the microphone. You don't have to use the microphone. Don't worry. Just ask anything, or you can just ask us later. But maybe you have something that concerns everyone, or maybe you want to keep your questions to yourself. I don't know. Just some practical things. I think now we discussed the case. It's clear?
Yeah.
Raise your hands if it was clear. Raise your hands if it was not clear. No hands? Good. Then I did a good job.
I think they want to start, Jan.
Yes, we will start, but now we're gonna go into the practical, guys. Practical, here's the first some practical things. We started half an hour later. Now it's 12:33, so we're exactly on schedule. I need to mention this due to liability reasons also, and also due to health and safety reasons. Emergency exits. We have one emergency exit, which is there. We have a fire extinguisher here. Our emergency exit plan is here. So in case something happens, please follow this path. We don't allow bikes at the front of the entrance. It's not allowed. So if you have a bike there, please take it away. The bikes there, I think they are of our neighbors. Not sure, but if you have your bike there, please don't put it there. You can put it elsewhere. In case you came by car, there is a free parking spot. There are actually 7 free parking spots that belong to us. Just come to me and I'll show you where it is. We are arranging food. We will be arranging food now. Ladies in the back are busy with creating lunch. There will be drinks. We have Fanta, Cola, I think Sprite. No alcohol. They are free to take. Don't get confused if you're allowed to take it or not. Yes, you're allowed to. We also gave everyone bottles of water. That bottle is from us, and you can also refill it. But we also put these glass jars. Be careful with your electronic devices that you don't, pour them over your electronic device. We also gave everyone a set of some equipment that you can use. So everyone also has an extender. You have some office equipment, right, that you could use. We also gave everyone a screen. We purchased in the morning still some HDMI cables. They had D-port, but we arranged that now. So you can come to us for the HDMI cable. And then also, guys, here in the back, actually, we created also a business coaching session for which you must take part, just 10 minutes, so that we are 100% sure that you're on the right track. And that would be with me. we all have team numbers, and then basically you must pick a Saturday and a Sunday, just 10 minutes, okay? It can be less, like it doesn't have to be 10 minutes necessarily, but yeah, a maximum of 10 minutes. You have time with me just to make sure that you're doing what we think that the municipality wants, so that you don't deviate too much, because it could happen. And you must pick 2 slots, okay? It's one of the criteria also from municipality. They want us to do that also, because they want to see good results. Anything else? Did we miss on something? My team, like, did we miss out on something? Did we forget something?
I mean, there's a schedule on each of the tables.
There's a schedule?
And I believe we'll be putting up also a 24-hour countdown timer.
Will we do that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll probably arrange that. Also, there is a code of conduct in the OneDrive document, or in the OneDrive folder. There is a code of conduct. Please read that through. There is also housekeeping rules. So when it comes to your trash, we'll have like certain places where you can just throw in the trash. Please, guys, you can also help us a lot if you just take care of your own trash. I mean, we're all adults, right? And then, last but not least, yeah, I think we have the Wi-Fi, everything. So I think it's maybe now time that Min just shows where you sit. I think you already did. No. He will do that now. Thank you for the intro. Thank you for patience, for listening. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
They say often the best for the last. Maybe. Important people come late, right? Jokes. But we'll also help you with the case, and of course introduce to you also. So I hope that you all understand what Polderr stands for. I hope that you all understand what the case is about. So now let's start. Let's get started. I give the mic to Min.
Het is belangrijk dat
Ja.
mensen, net als bij een lopende buffet in de rij,
Yes.
weet je dat we...
Oh,
mensen
yes.
niet in de rij-
I get one more note from my mom. It's my mom, by the way. She's been doing a great job for the last 48 hours. Thank you for that. She's giving us the notification that we need to be careful with when we pick food, that we are actually standing in a queue. Okay, that would be nice because we're quite a lot of people. Let's not get disorganized. Yesterday was a bit like everyone's standing like around the table all the time and eating like this. But also like in terms of hygiene, right? It's nicer if you just pick your food. You can go to your place. Like, let's not stick too much in the corner. As you can see, we have a lot of people. Okay. So please take into account that. And then later we'll also make a list of people who will stay over during the night. Okay. So, and then maybe throughout the hackathon we'll do some announcements if there's something. We'll walk around with social media. If you don't want your face to be on social media, please come to us. Also, like for privacy reasons, whatever like it is that you don't like, right? Just tell us. We're very direct. You can recognize us with hoodies. We will maybe also give Mrs. Hazal's hoodie. So if you have any concerns or something, right, just come to us. My mom, she has the green shirts. Just come to us. We'll help you. We'll make sure that everything is arranged. So now I hand over the mic to Min. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so as already announced, your group members, you already know which number in for you. So group number 2 and 3, those 2 groups will go to the room, the corner. Yeah, so you can start working on there. Bring your group members there. And for group number 4 and group number 6, group number 8, 9, those 4 groups will work on your project here in this big room. So on the table, you will see your group number paper. All right, so you can start moving your stuff there. And group number 1, group number 5, you're gonna work on your project here in the main hall. All right, group number 1 here, group number 5 there.
Good luck,
Alright.
guys. May the best win.
And could you please come to me for the new group?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not your problem.
But that is